What's up, guys? Welcome back. Oh, let me take this invisibility cloak off right quick. This puzzle is a sequential discovery puzzle known as the Jammed Well. This is made by Bryan Young out in Australia. It's super limited, also a very difficult puzzle. So there's a bit of a lore that goes with this puzzle saying that this land was inherited and this well was inherited by a family. However, it was jammed and there is oil in here, so it might be worthwhile to unjam this. Personally, I believe that this is a Horcrux, just like you would find in Harry Potter, and thus, if we open this, we release Voldemort's part of his soul. I'm a bit of a nerd for Harry Potter, if you couldn't tell already. Let's get into the video. Actually, before we do, I just want to say we are running a sale for basically Black Friday all week. 15% off first.shop. So first.shop, if you want to cop yourself some merch, want to support the channel, 15% off until Saturday. And as of Sunday, we'll be launching my very own deck of cards, the version 3, the first playing cards. So stay tuned for more info that will drop. You can follow me on the social links below. Let's get into solving this little guy. All right, here we go. As I mentioned, this puzzle has a bit of a backstory. I didn't get because I bought it at an auction, I didn't get the paper that came with it explaining the backstory. Nonetheless, we know that this is a sequential discovery, which means there are tools involved. I'm gonna get it off this little spinning contraption. How cool is that, by the way? So here it is. Let's focus here. I'm definitely gonna work on my focus game today, ladies and gentlemen, because I know last video, some of you were disappointed with the amount of, or lack of focus. So we will be paying more attention to that, even if that means enduring the constant noise of the camera focusing in. So this is a beautiful little puzzle. And because this is a sequential discovery, we need to find the tools in order to help us open it, okay? There is a moving part in here. First things first. So it looks like here there's a room for maybe like a screwdriver, also an Allen key. We got Mr. Puzzle Australia on the bottom. There seems to be no seams here. The whole bottom does seem to have like a bit of a seam, like a little line. I don't believe that comes apart. It looks a little too tight for it to come apart. It looks like it's just kind of how it was made. So I can unscrew this. I'm figuring this out right now. Oh, look at that. It's got a little screwdriver on the end of it. So we're gonna take that. Oh, I just lost the light. Here we go. So we have this now. It's kind of difficult because there's not really any way to grip it. Oh, is that working? Yeah, it's working. Oh, what? It's another tool. Fits in that hole, but nothing happens. Oh. Ugh. So if I kind of pry it, I can pull, but I don't think that's what I'm meant to do because it's a bit too difficult for me to do that. And I feel like I'm bending the rod. So I'm not gonna try and do that, but I mean, why else would that fit in that hole? So the reason I'm banging it is that there might be like a pin tumbler, which would unlock it somehow. This thing seems to be loose as well. Oh, just some weird antenna. Yeah, this definitely moves as well. Don't know why. Don't know if that's meant to move or not, or unscrew. It does seem like there is a bit of give in between here. You can hear it. What if instead of screwing this out, I have to screw it in more? No, it wouldn't really make sense, would it? What would you do in this circumstance? What route would you choose? What path would you take? That's a no, that's a no. I don't want to screw it in too tight that I can't get it out anymore. This is a fun one. The design is really cool, reminiscent of like some building in Hogsmeade in Harry Potter. I like the wood use too. It's very like high quality. Looks like Japanese handmade puzzles. The brass rods. The extra tools. Those are my favorite things. There's something shaking in there, but I don't know. So I think I'm gonna keep this in here just so I can use it as a drawer, and I think hit that pin tumbler somewhere. There's probably something I'm just not It's probably something I'm just not seeing right now. Locked, why is it locked? How is it locked? Okay, it's plugged. Definitely the well is plugged and that's the hatch that needs to open. So to unplug it, I would think this acts as like maybe a plunger or something. Why would this rod be there? That's what I don't get. The only reason I can see that rod being there is to be used so that I can have some grip on it so that I can screw it into that hole backwards, right? But what does that accomplish in this puzzle? What does that push down a piece, which then unlatches something else? Oh, so that's the piece right there. If I go here, oh, it stopped. Oh, there it is. There you go. I feel this one piece smacking against the lid or the drawer and the back of this. Now it's not there. There it is. Oh no. Wait a second. Is that supposed to come out? Oh my gosh. Is that supposed to come out? I'm a little bit scared. Oh, there's something in there that I can push. I felt it for a second. Oof, I don't know. I don't know if that was supposed to come apart. I've got kind of a leap of faith moment right here. I can drop that in there, but I'm afraid it might get stuck. I'm just gonna do it. This piece isn't moving like it used to. Is that because this piece isn't in there? So when this one went in all the way, it's almost like it let loose this other piece, which was allowed to move after that. See, now it's stuck. Now that thing that was slapping the inside of the walls of this box isn't slapping it anymore and it's kind of stuck. I don't know what that means. It's not opening, it's not doing anything extra. So that sound in there, I'm guessing, is the barrel of oil that we need to extract from the well. The reason it's banging, I mean, it's loose in there. Tried blowing in the copper pipe, it doesn't do anything. This thing moves. It's the only other thing that I could do is screw this in using this rod. Why is this taking me so long? What am I missing? Oh my god. Nothing's working. Because everything's brass, you know, there's no magnets attached. It's not going in further than that. It used to. Why? How is that? It used to go in a lot further. So something's different. I screwed that down. Is that it? So that doesn't go further than that now. And when I take this out, let's put it in more. As far as she goes down. Okay, let's take it out. Trial and error here. We're gonna take it out. Now, wait, does this whole top part move? Nope. Still won't go in further than that now. I've dislodged something or jammed something in there now. Probably from repeatedly banging it. Oh! That's new. Hold on. I can turn it. Oh. There's like an internal maze here. Okay, still it doesn't open. But this thing clearly has come out. Okay, now it went back in. It went back in and it's stuck. So all this prodding and poking is driving me nuts. I have no idea what's happening on the inside of this thing. Oh no, I had it. I had it. Now this thing's lodged back into place. Oh. Oh my, I have no idea what to do. I'm so frustrated right now. This was out and I don't know how it got out. I guess I'll just go back to wherever I was, however I put it, which was, I had this in here all the way down, this piece. There was something here that was dislodged when I went like this, but now it seems to be stuck and I don't know why, but by banging it somehow, it came undone. It's definitely moving a lot more. Okay, by pushing this in, it allows this some room to give. Now it's stuck again. Pushing it in. Now it's got room. There, click back into place. So this, I can push. And I can take this out just a little bit. And now click back into place. Okay. There is a reason for that rod. There is some type of internal mechanism, watch, that unlodges. I mean, that's a fair amount of progress. Oh. Okay, now we are fully extended here. I'm gonna keep my hand on that so we don't lose where we are. And that still doesn't open. Oh, I'm tapping something here and I can feel it on this rod. But this rod won't come out more than it is now. Puzzle's definitely giving me a harder time than I thought it would. So again, I don't want to push that down all the way because it might get stuck again. And that's as far as it comes out. So maybe we'll keep it upside down. Maybe now we unscrew this bit for whatever reason. Oh no. Darn it. It went back. All right, so the rod is down. This doesn't seem to have a purpose anymore once I push that piece in, which dislodges this part. You know, that being said, I don't know what to do because the only thing left once this came out is for me to open the drawer, which doesn't open. I'll hold that in place. Like there's still something preventing. I think that rod might be holding the drawer shut somehow. There's a spring here. Oh! Let's go. My goodness. We got the barrel of oil. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Little barrel of oil. Oh, wow. I mean, the inside of that is insane. I mean, you have so many parts. You have, what I'm guessing to be is, okay, so there's a hole here. There's a rod there. By the way, mine didn't come with a solution. Apparently when you bought this at first, it does come with a solution. Mine did not, so, but there apparently is a schematic of a solution out there somewhere, which I would love to see. But as you can see in there, the rod has a hole fit for like a little bearing. It also has this, which then locks into place, I guess, the drawer. This rod, so that rod is then fed. I really want to understand this before I put it back together here. So let's line up the barrel of oil. So the barrel of oil needs to be lined up in order for this rod to fit in. That's what a lot of that shaking, when I shook back and forth and randomly there was a noise, it was this which actually ended up passing through and hitting the back there. So there's also this metal thing right here, which then gets pushed down. Like, how is this stuck right now? I don't even understand. This puzzle is solved and I don't even understand how this... Okay, so there is no ball bearing, but there is a hole in this cylinder. You can see that cylinder, and on the other end of that hole, this type of spring, this brass spring that comes out and basically lodges itself in that hole. So that comes out, but when that goes in, see right now, I need that long brass pin to push into that hole so that that can be unlodged. So once that long pin is in there, I can push through, and there you go. I can lift it out. So intriguing. I think it's just kind of getting jammed right now because of the wear and tear that I'm doing to it. What does that pin do? There's that little smaller pin. I'm not sure what that does. Okay, this is going back in. All right, now this, it's kind of complicated even to put back together. So this goes back into here. I need this now to put back into here. Now I'll be honest with you guys, like, if I can get the schematics off Bryan, I'd love to see the inside of this, because I definitely understand portions of this puzzle, but there are still some mysteries. Which I do enjoy, because this is a very difficult puzzle. So it's just really, it's always really cool to see the amount of work that goes into coming up with such an enigma. You know, not only in the craftsmanship, but also we got to think about just plain ingenuity. You know what I mean? So there we go. We've unplugged the well. I think that's enough for now. I'm kind of exhausted. My fingers hurt. It's about 45 minutes to take apart and put back together. The plugged well. Well, hot. Dang. That was the jammed well. 45 minutes of my life. I did get frustrated after a bit. It was pretty intense, and this is so normally when you, as I mentioned, when you purchase this, when it was first launched, you would get schematics and a solution. I would love to see that schematic if anybody out there has it. I would love to know exactly how this works so that I can rest in peace here and not. I'm still going at it here. I need to stop. It is super complicated on the inside, but that's what I really love about these simple puzzles, is that they look simple, but there are like 20 plus moves in order to solve this, which was really cool. Definitely one of my favorite sequential discovery puzzles because of the number of tools that you get. A lot of times you just get one tool and you're like, and that's how it works. This one did require the same tools to be inserted in different places and used differently, which I thought was really cool. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to like this video. It really helps out. And checking out my stats recently, over 50% of you watching this video aren't subscribed. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe, it's a great way to be notified for another video like this. If you sat through this video this long, you might be interested in the other ones too. Just saying. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.